Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this premises licence review hearing at West Northamptonshire Council in relation to O&K Supermarket. The first port of call is to appoint a chair of the subcommittee. So could I have a proposal for a chair, please, from the councillors?
Mike Warren, Chair.
Yes, Mike Warren.
Okay, that is proposed and seconded. Therefore, I hand over to Councillor Mike Warren, who's been appointed chair of this subcommittee hearing. Councillor Warren.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. As just been mentioned, I've been appointed chair of today's subcommittee hearing, and I'm Mike Warren. Can I ask my fellow colleagues on the subcommittee to introduce themselves, please? Penny.
Yes, my name is Councillor Penny Flavel, West Northampton Councillor.
Brian.
Councillor Brian Sargent, West Northampton Council.
Thank you. Can I ask the rest of everybody on screen to introduce themselves, and I'll call you as we go along the screen. Top right, is it Richard?
Richard Woods, West Northamptonshire Council, Democratic Services.
James.
James Chadwick, Principal Lawyer, West Northampton Council Legal Services.
Eleanor.
Eleanor Flannery, Senior Licensing Enforcement Officer at West Northamptonshire Council.
Thank you. Ryan.
Ryan Icavernix, West Northamptonshire Council, Democratic Service Officer.
PC David. Brian.
I'm here, Chair. I'm with PC Leanne. We're sharing the same computer. We've got some technical issues.
Right. Okay. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, we can hear you and see you. It's just we're having to use this the one laptop rather than two.
Right. Okay. Fine. And Mr. Ahmed, could you introduce yourselves, please, sir? You're on mute at the moment. You're on mute, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Yeah. My name is Farad Amin, and I am owner of the O&K European Supermarket.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Just a matter of couple of matters of housekeeping. Some of the participants of this hearing are in the council offices. If the fire alarm goes, they will have to leave the building. Therefore, we will have to adjourn the hearing. Hopefully, that will not need to happen. Can I ask all mobile phones to be put on silent? Can I ask all members to, or all to switch themselves to, excuse me, to mute? And if you wish to ask a question, you can raise your hand, which is situated in the participants at the bottom of the screen, and I will see that and I will call you to speak. Okay. Can I ask members, do you have any declarations of interest?
No.
None at all. No.
Okay, thank you. Have all the parties received copies of the agenda papers and procedure of the subcommittee, which we will be following today's hearing?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Mr. Ahmed?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any questions or issues that anybody wishes to raise regarding the procedure today?
I have none, thank you.
None at all.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask the Licence Enforcement Officer to outline the report, please?
Thank you, Chair. So this review is made on the ground of failure to promote the licensing objective of the prevention of crime and disorder. The licence at Appendix B for this premises relates to the following regulated activities, and that's the sale of alcohol for off-premises only, Monday to Sunday, 8 AM till 10 PM, and opening times, Monday to Sunday, 8 AM till 10 PM. The current premises licence holder is Mr. Amin, and the licence has been in force since June 2021. Mr. Amin has been the licence holder since July 2022. The designated premises supervisor for this licence is Mr. Oleg Gensyu, whose personal licence was issued by Northampton Borough Council. Upon application of a review, at the end of the consultation period, the licensing authority must hold a hearing to consider it and any other representations made. It must take such steps as it considers appropriate for the promotion of the licensing objectives, which are the prevention of crime and disorder, public safety, the prevention of public nuisance, the protection of children from harm. The options available to the subcommittee today are to modify the conditions of the licence, exclude a licensable activity from the scope of the licence, remove the designated premises supervisor, suspend the licence for a period not exceeding 3 months, revoke the licence, or take no action. When an application for a review of premises licence or club premises certificate is received, the applicant must serve the licence holder and all responsible authorities with the application. It is then the responsibility of the local authority to place the blue notice, at or near the premises. This gives responsible authorities and any member of the public the opportunity to make written representations in relation to the application to the local authority within 28 days of receiving the notice or the date on which the notice was first displayed at the premises. In this case, the notice was displayed on the 19th of August 2024 and a photograph of it in situ is shown at Appendix C. The last date for making representations in relation to this application was the 13th of September 2024, and during the consultation period, West Northamptonshire Council received no further representations. The Council is also required to send notice of hearing to all interested parties and responsible authorities that have submitted a relevant representation and to request their confirmation of their intention to attend the hearing. And a notice of hearing was sent to the following persons on the 10th of September. And that's Mr. Amin, who's present today, the licence holder, and PC Leanne Larron on behalf of the Chief of Northamptonshire Police, who is also present today. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Subcommittee members, do you have any questions of the licensing officer?
None at all.
I have none, thank you.
I haven't any. Mr. Ahmed, do you have any questions of the licensing officer on the report that she's just read?
I have no question. I'm ready for any question.
Okay, thank you. PC Brian, do you have any questions of the licensing officer?
It's PC Leanne Larron, licensing officer. No, I haven't got any questions.
Okay, thank you. Right, we'll now be going to hear the presentations from each of the parties. At the end of each presentation, you'll get the opportunity to ask questions. Please keep your questions to what you've heard in the presentation. And I would like to invite PC Brian to make a presentation, please.
It'll be myself, PC Larron, with the.
Oh, sorry.
Just for information, no problem. On 5th of June 2024, PC 1089 Jazz Chagger and officers from Training Standards attended O&K European Supermarket, 99 to 101 Kettering Road in Northampton, following intelligence being received. A quantity of duty-free only cigarettes and tobacco were located hidden underneath the counter area and out of public view, and it was believed that they were being sold. There was no statutory tobacco notice being displayed, which is legally required for selling tobacco products. The manager at the time of this attendance was identified, who stated that they had ordered the foreign cigarettes from a reputable place, but then denied that they had ordered them, saying that they had only ordered food and household items. They advised that the owner, who is also the premises owner, had ordered the alcohol and cigarettes and Mr. Farhad Amin. The following items were seized from under the counter. 15 Lambert & Butler's original silver, duty not paid. 10 Benson & Hedges gold, duty not paid. 9 Silk Cut purple, duty not paid. 6 Larry's tobacco pouches, foreign labelled. 3 Golden Virginia classic, duty not paid. 2 Amber Leaf tobacco pouches, duty not paid. 1 Golden Virginia tobacco pouch, duty not paid. There should be images submitted with regards to those. PC 575 Lara, myself, and PC 113 Brian attended the store on the 7th of August 2024 in company with Trading Standards. Mr. Amin was not present on initial attendance by officers, but arrived a short time later. The following items were recovered from behind the counter area and hidden from public view and not within a display cabinet. There was no statutory tobacco notice being displayed, which is legally required for selling tobacco products. Trading Standards officers seized a mixture of 81 foreign labelled and duty not paid packets of cigarettes and 227 illegal vapes. Northamptonshire Police took pictures of the tobacco products in situ in the premises, which should be forwarded to yourselves also. Mr. Amin was informed that it was an offence to store and sell illicit tobacco products. A search of the premises was made and no other illicit tobacco products were found. Mr. Amin stated that he purchased the cigarettes from someone who attended his premises in a van. Mr. Amin stated that he did not receive a receipt for the tobacco and could not name the company. Mr. Amin was questioned about the conditions of the premises licence, and it was the police's opinion that he had little to no knowledge of them. He stated that he had been the owner of the store since July 2022, when he purchased the business from Mr. Oleg Gensiu. On the premises licence, Mr. Gensiu is detailed as the designated premises supervisor, but has had no day-to-day involvement with the business since it was sold to Mr. Amin. Mr. Amin had on display a copy of his personal licence certificate. There was no licence premises summary on display, and the premises licence was not on the premises. Both of these required by law by the Licensing Act 2003. Mr. Amin was questioned about the conditions on his premises licence. Mr. Amin had CCTV which was working. He stated that he thought it kept recordings for a month. He was questioned with regards to all the other conditions. There was no challenge 25 signage at point of sale and not at the entry to the premises. He did not have an incident log and did not know what this was. He did not have a right to work register kept at the premises. There was no record of employee training records. All of these points are in breach of the premises licence. Northamptonshire Police would like the Licence Subcommittee of West Northamptonshire Council to consider revoking the licence in the first instance. The statutory section 182 guidance that accompanies the Licensing Act 2003 details at point 11.27 what criminal activity should be treated particularly seriously by committees. The sale and storage of smuggled tobacco and alcohol is listed. At point 11.28, details are contained that licensing authorities should seriously consider revocation in the first instance when looking at matters relating to point 11.27. In addition to point 2.1, licensing authorities should look to the police as the main source of advice on crime and disorder. They should also seek to involve the Community Safety Partnership. The cheap tobacco products with foreign language labelling also undermine work to reduce health inequalities. It also puts them in the price bracket of persons under the age of 18, as they are commonly sold at less than half price. Selling such goods also undermines fair competition and often results in complaints from legitimate traders who are complying with the law. Standardised packaging of tobacco products regulations 2015 standardise the packaging of certain tobacco products by requiring the removal of all promotional features. The brand name and variant name, number of cigarettes, weight of the hand-rolling tobacco product, producers' details, barcode and calibration mark are permitted, but must be in a standardised format, and the UK duty paid mark must be displayed. The packaging must be a specific shape and in a certain colour. All other colours, trademarks, logs and promotional graphics are prohibited. So our Basehor District Council v Worksop Magistrates Court outlines the case that the actions taken by the Licence Committee can be punitive. Where crime is involved, wider consideration comes into play. These considerations might include prevention of crime and at least deterrence, if not punishment. Where premises are being used for a criminal purpose, the licensing authority has a duty to take steps in the interest of the wider community. 2 documents have been submitted with regards to the items mentioned.
Chair, can I just come and just add to the review hearing as well? So I'll come into view.
Yes, certainly, that's fine.
You should have my statement dated the 14th of August.
Yes, I've got that, yes.
So what we've got, you should have some photographs that have been exhibited from DB1 through to 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether you can, I don't think it's going to work, but basically I've got a legal packet of cigarettes here, They have to be in the plain colouring. They also have to have the health warnings on. And they also have to have, I don't know whether you can see it, it's a bit blurry, but this line here should read UK duty paid.
Yeah, okay, we got that. We can see that now.
Yeah, so that's a legal packet of cigarettes. They can be sold in the UK. You'll see that there'll be some, by the way, these aren't from the shop. These are from another seizure. But you will see in the photographs that there will be some cigarettes that are in what I call branded packaging. They may well be in English, but they are not for the UK market. And you will also see that from some of the photographs I sent you from the seizure that occurred on the 7th of August, no, 5th of June, sorry. You should see that it says duty free on the bottom of the packet.
Yeah.
Even if it's in plain packaging. So clearly there's been no duty paid on those. So they're classed as illicit. These ones that are in the actual branded with the English marking that are not for UK sale are called cheap whites, illegal whites as they're known. And they can't be sold in the UK.
Yeah.
So obviously you can go abroad and buy cigarettes and smoke them yourself, but you can't go and buy them duty free and then put them in a shop and sell them.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately,
they're all illicit.
Yeah, sorry, can I just interrupt you? So we can't really see the actual package that you're trying to show us. It's not very clear.
No, I appreciate that.
I understand from your verbal description exactly what you mean by that, and I believe my colleagues. Are you okay with that?
Yes, we do have the nice photographs, of course.
Okay.
PC Brian, could you just please explain again? I'm sorry, I missed it. Where some of them say for duty-free sale only. What can you just explain what you said about that?
Right. So basically, they cannot be sold in a shop in the UK. They can be bought at ports.
Right.
Abroad, but they haven't got UK duty paid. They're duty free.
That's fine.
So yes, I could go abroad and buy some cigarettes duty free for my own personal use, but I couldn't buy them abroad to then sell.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. Have you finished the presentation now then?
Sorry, Chair. There's a statement from Rachel Bennett from Trading Standards. You'll see some photos also. Trading Standards took those ones, so we just took the pictures in situ. You will see that there's they were all duty free as well, and in Rachel Bennett's statement, she actually does state that they are illicit tobacco products.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Brian. Do you have any questions of PC Darren?
No. The only query I've got it's for information. Vapes carry no duty.
Vapes aren't covered under the Licensing Act, Councillor, but the licensing objective of the Prevention of Crime and Disorder is, and clearly if a person's selling vapes that are not for UK sale, then that I would say that's undermining that. But Trading Standards are the experts in the vapes.
Okay. Okay.
I know Rachel's done that statement.
In other words,
sorry,
the government have misstate on putting duty on vapes.
Yeah, it's a Trading Standards only thing, Councillor.
They'll catch up one day.
Thank you, Brian. Penny, do you have any questions?
No, I asked the only one. The only question, which probably is totally irrelevant, and if it is, then you have to forgive me.
That's fine. No, that's
do we
fine.
roughly know how much the that we've lost by these cigarettes? There's the tax that we lose on them.
I think that probably comes from the environmental health. I'm not sure whether the police would actually be involved with that side of it.
No, I just wondered. That was all.
Yeah,
on this quantity.
We can approximate and estimate what the value of a packet of cigarettes is if it was sold legally. So a single packet of cigarettes in the UK, dependent on the brand, ranges from £12 to in excess of 16.
So the overall amount that you collected from Mr. Fahad would be?
Well, I mean, obviously you've got the details of how many packets there. I average it on £13 a packet for UK sale. My experience is these cigarettes will be sold between £3.50 and £5.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't have any questions. Mr. Amin, do you have any questions of the panel?
Yes, I have a question about that. Yes, I bought this cigarette off people when they come in from holiday, and I wasn't warned about that I'm not allowed to sell this. And also, when I did sell this cigarette, but all this cigarette I bought from these people when they come to the shop. This package I'm selling, it goes through the till, and every 3 months I pay the tax of this.
Mr. Amin, this actually comes from your presentation, I think, is what you're trying to say. What I'm asking is, do you have any questions concerning their presentation to you to say?
Not really, no.
Okay, thank you. What I'd like to do now, Mr. Amin, if you could put your case to us, please. Make your presentation, please.
I don't know what exactly you mean, but you mean, can I speak?
Yes. Basically, what you were just previously saying is what we want to hear. It wasn't actually a question for the police. You were just making your presentation. So if you would do that now, please. Thank you.
Like I said, this cigarette, I mean, what I mean is not a big quantity. I buy, like only when these people come walking and with the 2 box, 2 sleeve of cigarette, and whatever I sell and it goes through the till, we put percentage of like 25% to 30% as a profit, and this goes through the till. Every packet I've sold in this shop, I pay the tax, and I was worried. I wasn't sure that it have to be from the the duty payer. I thought it's because it's English and it comes from the airport, and in the end of the day, when I pay this tax, is for me I am allowed, because if you look at it, most of our stuff, it comes from out of UK. When they comes, and we buy this from the cash and carry, most of the things, and some of them, yes, I bought of these people as a hand, and I wasn't sure that I am not allowed to sell this. And when I buy from them, I put through the till to be ended by the tax. I pay my tax every 3 months. Every 3 months, I go to my accountant. I show them my bank statement. Everything goes through the bank, and I pay this tax. And I'm not, like I said, I wasn't sure that I'm not allowed to sell this in the shop. Yes, it's been under the counter because of I don't have a displayer on the back to cover it because of the kids showing. That so many places they have to have a cotton to not put in the displayer for to be people seeing it. I put it under the counter, only that this amount of cigarette that what I was selling. And if, like I said, since that day, when I find out that I'm not allowed to sell this, I did not. People have been walking in after that and trying to sell it. I said to them, I don't want to buy, and I'm not allowed to sell this anymore. That's all I can say. like regarding to this case, yes, I can see that this was a mistake I did, but I would love to forgive me this time, and that's all I can say. And this, I can promise that this thing is not going to happen in my side again.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. PC Lorraine, is there any questions you would like to ask of Mr. Amin?
No, I have no questions. Thank you.
Okay. Brian?
No, none at all.
Okay. PC Lamb? Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I do have a question. I mean, with regards to after what Mr. Marmion's just said, it's obviously just this isn't the first occasion. Obviously that this has happened when officers have attended and with training standards. So I just wanted to point out it's not just one occasion.
Okay, thank you.
Chair, could I ask some questions, please, if I may?
Yeah, certainly, yes.
Sorry, you can't see me. I'm blurry.
Yeah, no. I understand where you're working off of one laptop. That's fine. I can see both of you now. That's fine.
Thank you. Mr. Amin, since the visit on the 7th of August, have you varied the premises licence to put a legal DPS on the licence?
I put the sign on like to everybody seen that to see that we are what you call challenging ages. I put the book, refusing book, in case of somebody underage, comes walking in and to be all been refuse their book. I bring that one a few days ago, and that's all I did, to be honest.
So, Mr. Amin, do you understand the term designated premise supervisor?
No.
Okay.
If you could explain to me a little bit clearer, that would be brilliant.
So, when we visited on the 7th of August, you said that the person you purchased the business from was Mr. I'm sorry, I don't have his name to hand, but he's on the license as the designated premise supervisor. But you told us that he's nothing to do with the business anymore.
Yes, he has finished, and I was the responsible at the time, yeah.
But well, I guess the question is, you haven't changed the license to make yourself the designated premise supervisor.
I haven't. I don't, but I have this I mean, the premises have a license, and I have a personal license on these premises. I don't know if anything else I have to do, because this is my first time I am on off license. I don't know much about these roles.
Okay. All right, I think I'll move on from that one then, Mr. Amin. Next question is, on the 5th of June 2024, a quantity of tobacco products were seized from your premises because they were deemed to be illegal. Why were more cigarettes that were deemed to be illegal found in your premises on the 7th of August?
The one you said is illegal. There was 2 boxes. The one of my stuff was coming from the holiday. She bring it with her for herself. She was coming not a few days back, coming from Poland, and she brought it for herself. She smokes nearly every cigarette, and she brings it. I have warned her to not keep it in the premises because I'm not allowed. But she had left it there.
Okay. Why were cigarettes discovered concealed behind the spirit bottles behind the till?
This was hers. And she even mentioned it to you guys that this is mine. And she was coming from holidays. She said, I'm using this. But
Right. Would you say there was a lot of tobacco products seized,
sorry,
taken out of your shop? Would you say there was a lot of cigarettes taken out of your shop?
that's what I was saying, that this cigarette, I bought from the duty payer, and I am paying the tax of this anyway. Every single cigarette is being sold in my shop. Every packet of cigarette is being sold or tobacco. It goes through the tills, and that I am paying the tax of this money. And I don't know if I have to pay somewhere else as well. It have to be.
I think we'll have to beg to differ on that one. Mr. Amin, you should have some documents from Trading Standards that are dated the 29th of September 2022, 13th of January 2023, and the 24th of May 2023. Why didn't you stop? Why didn't you take heed to the first letter on the 29th of September? Why didn't you do what the Trading Standards wanted you to do in the letter dated the 29th of September? Why did they have to send out 2 other letters months apart because the activity was continuing? Can you answer that for me, please?
I don't know what to say about this. To be honest, like I said, I was always thinking that when I pay the tax of this and it goes through the till, it's allowed. So, and also when they came last one time they came, sometime there was some of them, they said this is not allowed, this is allowed. And I myself, I never smoke in my life. I don't smoke. I don't know I don't really knew about this, all the cigarette. It's quite lots of cigarette, and I am not a smoker. I don't really, and it's most of them is English. Some of them is foreign labeled, and I was worried. I didn't know 100% which one is have to be sold, which one not.
Okay, I'll finish up, Chair, very quickly. Where do you get your food products from? Where do you buy your food from in the shop?
Food we buy from cash and carries. My alcohol mostly is coming from Booker. I shop.
Do you get a receipt for those items?
Yes, I do.
So why were you happy not to have a receipt for the tobacco products?
For the tobacco, how can I have a receipt? Well, like I said to you, they've been walking into the shop and they're coming from airport or somewhere. They giving me, and they don't giving me a receipt for this tobacco. Yes, I buy this tobacco without receipt, but I am selling with the tax paid.
Oh, Chair, I've got no further questions.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I don't have any further. I was going to ask the question that you did concerning the products that were seized on the 5th, and then why there was products again on the 7th of August. So you've covered that for me. Right, sir. Can I ask you to sum up, please, Priscilla?
With regards to obviously evidence provided, our thoughts is that the licence should be revoked immediately with regards to Mr. Amin's premises. That obviously he is not in keeping with the forces seat with regards to obviously his store, and that clearly the activity going on in the store is continuing after he's been warned on more than one occasion.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Amin, can I ask you to sum up, please? You don't have to tell us everything that you portrayed in your presentation, but if you could just generally sum up to us.
I don't know what do you mean by
a short summary of your presentation to us, please, with the main facts that, as you see it, in mitigation for what's been happening at your shop?
To be honest, I can see myself that it's been, I shouldn't sell this cigarette after I find out that it's not. And also, I am new on that business. I am not been 100% trained, I'm not professional in the off-license jobs. My previous jobs, I had only takeaways, and I was running takeaways in the town center for nearly 17 years of food hygienic and everything, food business. I came to this business, but after I found out that this business is not for me, and when I see that is there is lots of responsibility going on in this business. There is different company take over on my premises at the moment. On 11th of September, different company take over, and somebody else took over my business. At the moment, I am not the owner of that business anymore. But for this interview and for this hearing, because I am responsible to come here. That's why I am ready to discuss with you about this. And the new company it told me to help them until they set up everything. And I don't know what else to say. I would appreciate if your decision is the right decision, and like I said, I want forgiveness for this what happening in the past, and I will promise that this thing is not going to happen from my side again.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. We will now retire to make our decision. The subcommittee will communicate our decision to you, and any details on making an appeal will also be included in that communication. So thank you very much indeed for attending today, and we'll be in touch, I think, within 5 working days. Is that correct, James?
Sorry. Well, the legal requirement is to make the decision within 5 working days and then communicate it to the parties forthwith. So not necessarily 5 working days, but as soon as possible after the decision is made.
Okay. Yeah, we will get that decision out to you as soon as possible. As I say, thank you very much indeed for attending today, and thank you, PC.